In India, how can you not cover cricket to an optimum? As a platform which does sport, we love our cricket. We love our players, we love our fans. And it is evident in the way we've covered our cricket. But that does not mean we will indulge in toxicity as some others do. It does not mean that we will not raise the critical questions when it is time to ask the critical questions. So take the WTC Final. Many of us were there at the Oval to celebrate and support the Indian team. When things did not go well, we asked the right questions, constructively critical. And thereafter, we sent our correspondents to the West Indies when the Indian team was getting ready for the World Cup. Not many did, but we were the few. Thereafter, the Asia Cup in Sri Lanka, we had a strong team there. Three of our correspondents, Bharat Ramraj, Shubhayan Chakraborty and Debashish Sen, brought on-ground reportage from Sri Lanka. And the Asia Cup led to the World Cup. We were there in numbers. Several of our correspondents travelled the length and breadth of the country as we celebrated the team and the fans in equal verve. Our back headquarter in Kolkata and our back room did 24/7 work. We brought you stories and breaking news and interviews, and the Backstage with Boria series with 14 legends stood out. Our coverage of cricket has been at an optimum, and in 2024, we will only scale things even higher.
One day World 11 right now, Rohit Sharma is my opening batsman. 100%. I think the way he has played has allowed the guys around him to play their way. There's a reason Virat can be 10 runs off 10 balls or 10 runs off 15 balls when he starts his innings, because Rohit's just got 50 off 25 balls. So it allows Virat to play his natural game. And he's been on fire as well. My God.
As the coach we have for the Netherlands is very much an advocate for team culture and bringing the team together. He had a theme for this tournament, which was row the boat. And so we go back 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and we were on the canals in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and we all jumped into boats and we all were rowing around the canals in Amsterdam. We weren't really sure why we were doing that.
I have no secrets, but I'm always trying, when I'm bowling T20s, I'm always trying to give them singles. In T20s, no one happy with a single. So I think that's why I'm doing good in T20s and in limited overs. I think my plan was to bowl just keep it simple, just bowl wicket to wicket and just give them a single, because I know in a T20 no one likes to get a single.
South Africa has been known as become top 3 in the world. India, South Africa, or Australia, or England. On any given day, regarding of the yearly series that we all know that we play 5 games, ODIs with India, Australia, and all that. We'll never be in a position where we need to scratch our head if we're gonna qualify or not. So this World Cup now, that South Africa is almost not qualifying, for the World Cup.
It doesn't matter. I saw the Football World Cup last year. There was pressure on Argentina. There was pressure on Messi. He just stood up and delivered. And the way France played that game in Qatar was unreal. Mbappe, unreal. So there's pressure on everyone. And there's pressure, and there will be pressure. There's pressure on this team, there'll be pressure next year World Cup. There's pressure on Australia, pressure on England, Pakistan, everyone has pressure. India has it too. That's part and parcel of sport. And they know it, they know how to deal with it. It's just about execution.
An outstanding batter, and particularly if you talk about his record in, let's say, the 50 over format, has been a general of that format. Now he's making a really good fist of his test batting. As far as the leadership role is concerned, he's obviously very aware that India, with all its resources, playing resources and economic resources, the fulfillment of another ICC tournament, I think since that in that tournament in England, Champions Trophy, is something they definitely want. And I think these next, I would say, few months is critical to cementing his legacy as a leader if he can take some of that silver.
For some in the country, cricket still means men's cricket. Not for us in RevSports. We had our correspondent in South Africa for the Women's T20 World Cup. We celebrated the WPL all through. Shubhayan Chakraborty brought us his reports from South Africa, and we had multiple stories done on the WPL. It is very simple. For us, men's and women's cricket are of equal importance. Going forward, we will celebrate the men's and women's games with equal passion, whether it's the WPL or whether it is the IPL. Come 2024, we will have our correspondents in the United States during the World T20. We will have our correspondents in Australia when India travels down under for an elusive and magical, perhaps, third consecutive series win. We will be everywhere with the Indian cricket team and with the Indian cricket fan. That's our commitment, unwavering and absolutely certain.